Hello! This is Way of Weinstein. Wherever you may be and however you may be watching, Facebook Live, YouTube, live from the financial district of New York City. Welcome. Broad City, Season 4, Episode 3. Just the tips. Obviously, this review has spoilers, so if you haven't seen the episode yet, watch it later. Again, this review has spoilers. Okay, so just a quick thing with the Jewish holidays coming up. Yom Kippur, if you don't have a place to go, I've got a nice place to go downtown. On Friday, or some nice kol nidre. You're looking to go Saturday, let me know. Private message me, and I will let you know. Okay, so let's get into the episode. So, yes, Adrian, it was a great episode title. Okay, so it starts off with them in the gated community saying what they typically do. Abby being very like practical, like, oh, I'd love to have coffee or tea, and Alana is just saying, oh man, grow some weed there. Rich people never got caught. Very weird, but very practical. So then they see someone who's there, who starts choking, and Abby performs the Heimlich, like, oh my god, what can I do? What can I do to save you? And it's like, no, but I can't let you in without a key. It's like, it's kind of funny that you figure that you'd let someone win there who just saved your life, but no, that's the show showing the difference between like the upper class and what Abby and Alana are, and how it's funny how he chokes again. They're just like, and that was great. And then first thing with Alana alone, how her and Jaime are in the king size bed, and how it's her day off. She's still got all the money from her tips from the previous episode, and then she offers to warm her up with the cash, which that actually does work according to Jaime, and then he's talking about his dick cream, and then from there, like, first she wants to apply it, but then she says, oh, at least let me watch, like, she compromises on that, and then from that, you get to Abby and Mike, which throughout the whole episode, Abby is being very obnoxious, saying, my boyfriend, this and that, where they've only been dating 6 days. Oh God! And then so they're in bed. She's probably overhyping how much she enjoyed it. And then it's funny how Bevers walks in and just jumps in the bed and just talks, and just classic Bevers. And then we cut to the salon where Alana's there with her disgusting feet. That was not a pretty sight, seeing her feet, talking about like white privilege and white guilt, and I gotta say that was pretty funny. But like, she's gonna realize she was tipping way too much. She sees the girl with the fancy nails that were like looked like they were like they were 9-inch nails, but I mean not like massively nails, and she didn't have access to her hands. Just asking for it regardless of what the price is, even though she still claims herself as a badass waitress. But we know Alana's not fiscally responsible in any way, so that was funny. And then we see her at the sex shop, which is we see the old person and the young person with the dildos, and then she's trying on this new leotard, which I'm surprised Comedy Central was able to get away with that. There's no way they wouldn't be able to get away with that outfit on like an ABC, Fox, CBS, that type of show. But I ain't complaining. And from that, like Abby at work where she's drawing that huge mural, it gets torn down, which she's not fitting with her coworkers, how she completely misses the story of how the Nike swoosh looked like a Taurus, and which so like that was interesting. And then Abby just going on and on and on about, oh, she's a relationship girl, she definitely wants to be at the party with the plus one. I'm like, oh my god. Honestly, as much as I love both characters, Abby and Alana, I did find that kind of annoying thread throughout the episode. But luckily, I mean, that whole arc has reached its peak where it's done. Where we'll get into that later. So then they're at the party, and they're telling this whole story of how of Jaime's dick, and how he's not circumcised, and how the fact that because he's not, he gets more prone to yeast infections. He sees this Lucy Liu-like person, and how Alana at times just drops knowledge out of nowhere. It's like, how do you know that? Like, read a book, yada yada yada, and then Abby's having a lot of guys hitting on her, and then she's just turning them down because she's staying in a relationship, and then she goes out to get some self-service, and from there she sees a woman in an apartment like crying, and then it's this woman who's been in a relationship since she's been in college, and like how her marriage, it seemed like her marriage was just falling to the wayside, and Abby's just talking about how she's like this wizard of relationships, which to me, like, again, that thing annoyed me. I didn't appreciate, like, 6 days, and then she was talking and talking and talking, and then from that, like, she finally gets exposed, and the person laughs at her. 6 days? Really? 6 days, and then it's almost like she just had her glass shattered, which, thank God, she realized that at that point, because that storyline was just, even though it was a very short storyline, it was just getting old very fast. So back to Alana. She sees Lincoln with his new girlfriend. She freaks out. She shits her leotard. She's in the bathroom, and now I think this is whole setting up where they're gonna get back together, just because pretty much every show at least teases the fact of the will they, won't they, yada yada yada. Which, I mean, granted, out of any couple, Alana and Lincoln were great, so I wouldn't mind seeing them back together, and just the whole interaction of them in the bathroom where he has to cut the leotard using the nails in his hands. So I didn't mind that. That was pretty great. And then from essentially closes from like Alana and Abby walking out, and Abby realizing that oh God, stop! You're using literally every emoji. Oh God. And breaking out, thinking that he's going to take it hard, where he's a paramedic, so he's in the middle of trying to save someone's life, and he literally takes it like how I take the Yankees losing a game in spring training. I'm like, alright, and finally realizing that she's overreacted to Trey's comments about her not being a relationship girl. And then the final scene of the episode was Jaime, which you see removing the fingertips, and then Abby removing the nail tips, which, God, that looked disgusting. Oof. Ugh. And Abby just pondering and going on and on. I don't know what I am. Am I a relationship girl? Am I not a relationship girl? So she's going to figure herself out. Yada, yada, yada. So, now, the next episode of Broad City isn't for another 2 weeks. So we're seeing, this is the episode where we see them kind of being on a trip, where they're just going all, maybe shrooms, maybe who knows what it is, but they're all loopy and trippy. So again, if you need a place to go in New York for the high holidays this weekend, direct message me. I got a good place. And big announcement, this Sunday is the return of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Season 9 premiered. You know Way of Weinstein's going to be covering it. Sunday, a little around after the episode, I'll be giving my review. I cannot wait for Curb to come back. It's been six long years off the air. If you haven't watched Larry David on Seth Meyers and the bit where he crashes the writer's room, it's fantastic. I posted it on my Facebook page. And if you didn't catch him on the Today Show this morning. It was also fantastic. Okay, so that's essentially it. Join me next time for Sunday for Curb Season 9 premiere. I'm so excited. 6-year hiatus. Curb is back in Broad City 2 weeks from now. Alright, so have a good night and good night.